What is going on, people? We've got a video today. A video like nothing we've ever done before because we've never done this before. We have a cylinder rod out of a 1970s model Bobcat skid steer, all right? Little Codykins was using it one day and somehow figured out how to turn one of his cylinder rods into a banana. So, this is what it's supposed to look like right here. Nice and straight. He bent it. And what we have here is a piece of 1.25" chrome rod, 36 inches long. What we have to do is cut the old eye off of this banana rod, weld it onto the new rod, and down here we've got to machine it down, cut threads in it, cut a groove right there for an O-ring, chamfer this edge, and then we'll have a brand new cylinder rod. And we've never done any machining like this, but it's probably going to turn out good. We have a lathe that we just purchased several months ago. It's been pretty awesome since we've had it. What we're going to do to cut off this eye, we're going to cut the rod off probably about right there. We're going to chuck this in the lathe, and we're going to machine down this flat surface. It's got a flat surface on it where it looks like it was just butted up against the rod and welded on, so we're going to do the exact same thing with the new one. So we got to machine that down and make sure it's a perfectly flat surface. So we're going to start off with that. What we got? No talk. Curtis never talks.
True.
When he's like, once he gets going, he doesn't talk. He just works.
Then why are you talking?
I'm telling you.
Because he's not quite
What Curtis does. We're going to use this cutoff tool to cut the eye off. You may be wondering, why do we have the cutoff tool upside down? Well, that's because if we don't do it upside down, we can't go very deep because the eye would be hitting this part of the tool.
Clearance issues.
So we're going to cut upside down and we're going to spin the lathe backwards. So. Cool. Well, there's that cut off. Now, next step, we're gonna chuck this in the 4-jaw lathe.
Four-jaw
chuck. 4-jaw lathe. Next thing we're gonna do is put this in the 4-jaw chuck and machine this down flat. We would stick it in our milling machine and do that, but we don't have a milling machine yet. That harder outer layer. Look at what the pros do. Look at what the pros do.
It's not that heavy.
Look, this is what the pros do, though.
Yes, whenever there's way like
When their chucks weigh hundreds of pounds.
Our chuck weighs like 20
this
pounds.
is what they do.
Your arm's all up in the way.
You just clamp down on your tailstock, on your live center, and then unscrew this bad boy.
I'd hold it too, because I don't know. That thing's about to face plant. Yeah. See, I told you. It's time to break the cutoff
tool.
Oh my God.
Cut-off tool.
Here, loosen this thing off. There's no need in all that mess.
See? That's how the pros do it.
Yeah, but this thing doesn't weigh 300 pounds. Cody's got the giant 4-jaw chuck, and he's doing it like a man.
I just wanted to try it, okay? Leave me alone.
That thing. Screw it on there, Cody. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, here's our setup for the eye. We put this in here so that this is one of our cutting tools. We put that in there so that it would give us an even, it would make it even with the hole on both sides. And we got it square straight up and down. So we'll turn that down to a smooth surface, and then it'll be done and ready to go on the shaft.
All right, we got the next part of the shaft, or of the cylinder rod. Next part of the cylinder rod, we're gonna machine our rod down. One side, we're gonna V it, so we got lots of weld surface to weld the eye back on. And then on this side, we have to machine it down to match this one. And we've got our measurement figured out from that point all the way to our eye. So now we just have to chuck this piece up in the lathe, turn the end down with the threads, and V this end for welding.
How long is this since the last part, Mark?
It's been almost a month since the last part.
And we got new equipment.
All right. We took some electrical tape and wrapped around this so it fit snug up in here, so we have it nice and central. Don't know how professional that is, but that's what we came up with. So
well, if we were going to be more professional,
we would be more professional.
We would need to use a live center, which we could do.
For what?
For this, and stick it out there further. That way it's not flopping out that side.
Yeah, but you have to have your center hole to start with, so we'd have to make sure we have it perfectly centered to drill a little center hole for the live center.
Yeah. Anyways, it's nice and straight now. It's within what, a quarter thou?
It's within 1,000. Isn't each one of those notches
Yeah.
about 1 thou?
It's pretty good right there.
We're going to start off with making a little indentation, and we don't have any coolant, and cutting does not work in high speed, so we're going to put this thing in low gear.
We can't just flip a bunch of notches like Curtis.
Now we're in low gear.
Wait.
We got our mark here. gonna say right there is it. It's not super precise. I don't think we have to go for perfection. It just needs to be really close. Alright, we've got a live center set up on there. He's going to go ahead and start cutting this down. We'll turn our speed back up, I believe. Alright, now we gotta cut our relief for our threads because we're not quite good enough to cut threads without a relief. So we're gonna use the cutoff tool. Just cut us a little bit of relief. That looks like the right spot. Alright. We want 16 threads per inch, which is in the C range. And then it's the number 1 slot with this lever. There it is, there it is. And then we swap this to threads. All right. And with the number 16 threads, we can do 1 through 8. So we can either use 1, 2, 3, and 4, or we can use the little lines with no. But you can't use all of them. We're gonna go off the normal numbers. Got it? Yes, you have to engage it like right before it gets to the number. That's when it wants to kick in, right before. Now. Get ready to stop it, grab our thing.
You know what it means. Gingerbread house. Yeah. I'll give you the curriculum. Creativity, stability. Is your foundation sturdy enough? And
That's
then, of
it.
course, just in case.
me a piece of emery cloth for finishing all this up. That insert is dull. Alright, that's done. We have accomplished it. This is the gland.
Beautiful.
Fits on perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now we'll turn this thing around, V the other end, so we can weld the eye on there. Then we'll be done with machining and just have to do a little welding.
Chamfer looks nice.
And we'll have it.
Sweet. Alright, we got the rod over here on our mill that we have. We're going to do a video on that at some point. But anyways, this is the flattest surface, and it's right here next to the welder. So we got us 1/4-inch Allen wrenches as shims to get it perfectly centered up and down on the eye. And we got us some magnets to hold it still. So Mark is gonna, we've got it centered that direction as well. Mark's gonna put us a tack on there, put us a few tacks.
I'm gonna move the gas can.
And then we will weld it up. Alright.
We got the eye welded on. The welds weren't too pretty, but Lane ground it down and it looks nice now.
Nice enough.
Now we're gonna put all the major components back on to show that we did machine this thing.
Yeah, this is the one that we took off to reference.
Watch.
Click on, Mark. Our allergies are getting really bad.
Oh man.
Look at that. Would you look at it? Would you just look at it?
Now clean that up in the thing. What?
They're different.
Yeah, they are slightly different.
That's weird.
These pieces are slightly different.
Is it supposed to spin around like it was whenever we replaced the... Is it what?
It's supposed to be spun around like it was whenever we replaced the seals.
I mean, this is the same.
Was spun around the other way.
Well, this one is spun just like that one, and this looks like this is how it's supposed
that's
to be.
how me and Lane done it. I'm just telling you, like, this was spun around.
We now took it apart.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. It's done. Cody's gonna throw some paint on it, and we'll put it back on the Bobcat. But anyways, Mark.
Hope you enjoyed the video. We're learning how to become machinists. We're gonna learn how to use that thing before long.
Video coming on that before long. But anyways,
bear with us. We can't put videos out very often these days.
Hey, Mark.
Because we suck.
We got this part finished. Gonna return it to the customer.
Here, customer. Thank you.
All right.
See you.